You voted, and here's the results of last week's episode. We asked you if you believed in the black-eyed children. 90% of you voted that they are fake.
Hey guys, this is Rick.
And it's Ian here, and today, on our super spooky episode of Into the Abyss, we're introducing a character known as the Fake.
The Rake, and by the end of this episode, you're going to have to decide for yourself whether it's just a tool to gather leaves or something of nightmares.
The Rake is a creature that is speculated to have been originated on the site Creepypasta, but there's evidence dating back on it to the 1600s. There's recently been a lot of controversy due to its links to sleep paralysis. But what exactly is the Rake?
The Rake is apparently a humanoid creature, having canine qualities in its posture. It can stand 6 feet tall, but is incredibly thin and pale, an almost gray hue to its moist and translucid skin. It has sparse, coarse hair, along with deep, sunken eyes that is said to look like large pools of black tar nestled in a skull. When its mouth opens, it is said that many rows of teeth can be seen behind a wrenched and twisted smile. And when the mouth gapes, its jaw can be unhinged, opening the mouth to an enormous size, large enough to swallow a person whole. And of course, its name was given to it because of its long, thin, rake-like claws on each arm, used to slash and tear at your flesh.
And if you're actually unlucky enough to see this creature, then your days are already numbered.
According to legend, the Rake is a creature that comes and visits you at night while you're sleeping. And once you're visited by the Rake, it's only a matter of time before it kills you. If you happen to see the Rake waking up in the middle of the night for a quick tinkle, you'll become its next victim. In its first encounter, sitting at the edge of your bed, the Rake will simply stare at you. It will stare, still and quiet, and never break. The only way it will leave is if you close your eyes and force yourself to sleep.
The Rake's visits can last a few days or a span of years, and you either die by its long, sharp claws or you take your own life.
One of the first stories of the Rake surfaced online, and it's a mariner's journal entry from 1691. He came to me in my sleep. From the foot of my bed, I felt a sensation. He took everything. We must return to England. We will not return here again at the request of the Rake. Another journal entry from 1880 that was translated from Spanish also makes note of what some believe is the Rake.
I have experienced the greatest terror. I have experienced the greatest terror. I have experienced the greatest terror. I see his eyes when I close mine. They are hollow, black. They saw me and pierced me. His wet hand. I will not sleep.
In one interesting case, a suicide note that dated back to 1964 was found from a young woman in which she addressed her family member right before taking her own life.
As I prepare to take my life, I feel it necessary to assuage any guilt or pain I've introduced through this act. It's not the fault of anyone other than him. For once I woke, I felt his presence. For once I woke, I saw his form. Once again I woke and I heard his voice and felt his eyes. I cannot sleep without fear of what I might next awake to experience. I cannot ever awake. Goodbye.
Now, despite all of these claims of people actually seeing this being, some speculate that it's not a physical creature at all and simply a figment stuck in spiritual limbo that drives otherwise healthy people completely insane.
Is the Rake a creature of nightmare? Or is the Rake just that? A nightmare. There is a strange phenomenon known as sleep paralysis that affects millions of people around the world. Sleep paralysis occurs when an individual awakes from their REM cycle, which is the last and deepest stage of sleep. When their brain awakes, but the person's body is still asleep, the mind begins to make visions and conjure sounds. In a lot of these cases, the dreams feel very real and frighteningly immersive. Oftentimes, those who experience sleep paralysis speak of seeing tall, dark figures that haunt them while they are unable to move. All they can do is stare unwillingly into the eyes of a looming creature in hopes they will awake and be released from its torment.
Is it actually a sleeping disorder? Or could it actually be a bloodthirsty being who feasts on your underlying fear at night?
So, what do we think? Is it a dream or is it reality?
I personally weigh on the fact that it's real because I don't think you can equate what happens in the dream world and bring it over to the real world. So I think that it's two different planes, if you will. So I'm gonna go with real.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm honestly gonna have to agree with you on this one. I think that there's too much evidence to say it can't exist, and I think that it could possibly exist in the dream world. It could exist, something that we can't see physically. So I say it's real.
Nicely put. Let's just hope it doesn't visit tonight, and let's hope it doesn't visit you, but if it does, please comment and let us know exactly how that went.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Do us a favor and like the video if you enjoyed our content, and also subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification button because we're always uploading videos every other week.
And don't forget you can leave comments in the comment section to let us know whether you think it's real, fake, or if you're still undecided. You can also follow us here on our social media so you can stay up.
And stay out there.